exactamente. Los gobiernos en todo...
¿Cómo sabes que hay un desfibrilador en un sitio?
Bueno, en la aplicación.
¿En la aplicación cómo se
me gustaría poneros...
No, ¿cómo lo has introducido aquí? ¿Cómo tienes que
en la aplicación tenemos bases de datos que hemos conseguido por internet y luego que son muy escasas porque no existen a nivel oficial, ¿vale? Y luego tenemos las que los propios usuarios van subiendo a la aplicación. O sea, la aplicación...
So it comes from a database where we're located, and then if you say that Unisade, so Unisade say, yeah, there's one here. So you just enter it like manually. So it's collaborative. People register the different capabilities.
Yeah, but who provides the data? Where they are? Who provides the data? Where
It's the people. It's you, me. It's.
So I pass by the street, I see a defibrillator, and I tell him.
Yeah, you go on the app, say, yeah, there's one here.
Found some information on internet.
It's a registered location, or is it tagged by GPS?
¿Están registradas?
Aquí, si estoy en la calle, ¿cómo registro aquí donde hay?
Sí, espera, a ver, estoy buscando a ver si tengo algún pantallazo aquí.
Pero estos desfibriladores están registrados en algún sitio y
A ver,
¿quién los ha puesto?
No, en la mayoría de los gobiernos, debería o hay una base de datos oficial, pero esta base de datos no está cotejada, ni es pública ni la podemos cotejar oficialmente.
So we say that the government have lists of where the defibrillators are, but those lists are not public. So we don't know where they are.
What is the average response time for EMS after a call is made to come, say, to a heart attack victim?
¿Cuánto tardan en contestar una vez, no?
Cuando tú te registras en la aplicación como RCP.
Si alguien le pide esto...
Sí, tú aprietas es que quiero poner un vídeo. Bueno, ahora...
The point is that the emergency services are out of this system, okay, and there is a time of response of the emergency services. Here I think it was working several years on that service too, in weekends. Okay, I've got no personal life, so I've been 8 years working on that, and you've got 10 minutes of limit of isochrona. I don't know if in English is the same word, and the time from the activation to the time when arrives the minimum time or maximum time for arriving a medical resource. So in these 10 minutes, as you can imagine, you probably can have lost a lot of these people. So this tool is a tool for the people in order to, if there is somebody that really is registered on the app, when they see that there is an alert, they can run if they are near from the incident, and then they can give the opportunity to go faster than the official medical services, emergency services. Yeah. The ambulance 10 minutes.
The time of reaction he doesn't know because it's been too short to know.
He only launched it in December, so he hasn't got that critical mass yet, but it's just gonna build up, and you have more people, so it's gonna be quicker.
But the point is that the time for the maximum time here in Catalonia, at least, for having an emergency ambulance is 10 minutes. Because I've been working for a while on that, so I know that. And sometimes this fails, okay? And the best opportunity that you have to survive is having somebody that really is competent on CPR near you, okay? So and this tool is for that.
So is there a coordination of messaging, by which I mean to say you have to make one phone call to call the emergency service, then you have to activate another application to get the defibrillator person to come in. I'm thinking, is there a thought that you can coordinate the two, push of a button or one phone call or one website or something that's going to trigger information in two directions. One, a local resource, and the second, emergencia, so you can get everybody together or as close together as possible.
this could be great, but the point is that the public emergency services are not allowing that.
They're not allowing it.
No,
Okay,
no.
so there's a clash of resources.
Yeah. This is.
No coordination.
Yeah, there is. I mean, there is one of these points. Okay, this is very startup, on a startup point. Okay, when the opportunity there is somebody that is not, that it feels unsafe because they will lose something, that are public emergency services. So they lose the control of the process with this kind of tools. And in fact they have banned him in his city.
So we see a clash between the government,
which is great.
Yeah. So we see a clash between government and private efforts. So I think this is a point that the whole community or state will have to sit together and talk about and see how we can use private citizens to improve the healthcare with government.
It would be great, but this is Spain, okay? So, okay, you can once you get the power and the government, things change. Okay?
What is the incentive for people to sign up, like people who are CPR trained to sign up to do this?
Because they love the people, okay? So only that. It sounds strange, but there is no money on that. This is a cooperative. Yeah, oh, yes. Okay, I'll try to remember. Thank you. A pleasure. My pleasure. It's been a pleasure. Thank you. Next.
So I think this is a really great idea, and Lauren may have just answered my first question, which it sounds like it doesn't have to be a medical professional then that signs up to operate the defibrillator. Is that correct?
Yeah. The point here, at least in Spain, and the trend on the world is that to have people trained on the use of these defibrillators, because instead of waiting for the technician, that is 10 minutes. You have the opportunity to survive because there is somebody in the neighborhood that really is competent on that.
So then, are they working on placing more defibrillators and educating more individuals in CPR?
Yeah. Yes, but this is the government. This is a startup, okay? And he's an entrepreneur, and he has another job, and he is paying all the taxes and everything for the other job. So he's trying to do that for himself. And this is the interesting point. Okay, but it will be cool if somebody said from a company said, okay, I want you, or a major said, okay, I'm in love with your app because I will have more people voting me for the next year. But this is the point.
So is there protection against liability for that Good Samaritan who comes to and something happens? Is there protection against liability?
Here we are not so responsible as you in the States here. Okay, so who's the one that? No. The point you've got. No, it's an interesting issue. It's an interesting issue because and in Spain you as a doctor are forced to act. Okay, there is and you are as a citizen. There is a legal figure that is, I don't know how to say it in English, that is the denying of the right of helping the people. Okay, so if you, yeah. So the point. Yeah, you must help them. No, you must help them. Okay, if somebody see you, if somebody says that or knows that you are competent helping people and you don't do that, you will go to court. Okay, and you will go. Okay.
Doctor. Another thing, in Spanish people do not sue as much as American.
Yeah. We are not so for the moment. Okay, but we are working on that. Lawyers are working on that. Okay, which is a bad thing for us, for everybody. Okay, and next question.
No, actually, that's kind of what I was asking about the liability and the regulations.
What is always said in here, there was once a Spanish doctor having dinner at a restaurant in New York. And Joe, don't know. And all of a sudden, he saw someone get it, no? Shocked, blue. So he stand up and do that movement that you do on your back.
The Heimlich maneuver. Heimlich.
So when he finished, someone got close to him and said, actually, you're not American, right? I said, no. Well, we wouldn't do that. You get sued by this person if you broke or whatever their ribs. So it's a joke.
And then I understand her. I understand her. For money, okay. For money, I will do it for money.
I guess I just have one comment with regards to the medical side of this. You know, I certainly appreciate the entrepreneurial side and the business side of this. There's no business for the moment. Well, no business for the moment. But you know, if somebody drops of cardiac arrest and they don't get proper CPR, and so we're assuming with this business plan that somebody gets bystander CPR, that if somebody shows up with a defibrillator and attempts to defibrillate somebody, the outcomes are actually worse. So people die more readily if you shock the heart when it's acidotic, when they've not gotten proper oxygenation. So the protocol is to do proper CPR.
But the other point is you do nothing 100% of times you die.
And my point is simple, is that if you defibrillate, which is what this is all about, defibrillating people in a timely fashion, if you do not do that in correlation with proper compression, then the people have a higher likelihood of dying. If you show up with a defibrillator and still do CPR for 2 minutes, then defibrillate, higher likelihood of survival.
The point is not so. The idea is not so based in having the defibrillator. It's more based in having somebody that really can help you to make all the process. If you are close to the defibrillator and you come with a defibrillator, great. Great for you, but the main point is having somebody that really is competent on that, has the competence, and he is able to make the maneuvers the right way.
My point is, though, is if the first thing they do is hook up the defibrillator, analyze, because it's an AED, that person is dead if they shock.
It depends on the protocol. As you know, the protocols, at least here in Europe, are changing every 4 years, which is, well, it's tricky. If the point is that only 10% of people that really have a cardiac arrest in the middle of the street survive. Only 10%. Okay? So I would like to be part of this 10%. Okay? So come, help me, and do whatever you want.
So to reply to your question, what Chavez was saying is that that's what the emergency people say here. It's better if you do something but you don't do it well than do nothing.
Probably because of this point of not having this legal trouble if you do something. It's probably part of the cultural gap that there is between here and the United States. Probably. But I know her, and I have heard this history about something in the States. No, not really.
But the legal thing has to do too.
And the other thing is that person can't do the RCP. She can just bring the defibrillator. So when the emergency team are coming, they'll have the defibrillator ready. If someone comes and know to do it, things will be there. So it just like makes things quicker.
Okay, so did you say that it's been too soon to really track outcomes? So do you know how successful this has been? Has this worked? Has it not worked? How many people have survived? Or is there any data yet?
Es una empresa de nueva creación que no tenemos todavía estadísticas.
It's a young company and they don't have stats.
So they are looking for an opportunity. If one of you have the opportunity, somebody is a major or has a cousin that
you do know at this point how many people have actually responded and utilized this app, right? You do have that data. Like how many people have the usage at this point?
3,000 people downloaded the app.
But do we know how many actually saw it and went and took the,
No hay suficiente gente para que se pueda dar estadísticamente el gasto. Ahí es lo que queremos crecer para. Lo han usado activándolo para conocer la aplicación.
It has never been proved before. This is if you want it, is here. So it's an opportunity.